Well, to Badai, congratulations to all of you. The trailer launch, and we love the trailer. Did we?
Yes.
How do we appreciate it? With a huge round of applause. Thank you.
Very powerful.
Okay, sir. Today, Savaja, आप सभी के साथ starting with you. We'd all love to know more about your character. You played a role of cop many times earlier as well. How is Ismail Qadri different from the previous characters?
I've actually. Is it working? Yeah. Okay. I've actually said this many a time. तो जिन्होंने सुना है बोर मत होना. I normally play people. I don't play roles. अक्सर क्या होता है कि जब हम बोलते हैं कि हम टॉप का रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं तो आपने देखा होगा कि एक ज़माने में दायां हाथ सामने करके दायां हाथ से लगे और बोलते हैं कि 19 तारीख की रात को तुम कहाँ थे, तो वो टॉप का रोल हो गया. बट आई नॉर्मली प्ले पीपल, सो no two persons are the same in this world. There can be a limited number of roles. There can be 25,000 roles, for example, a cop, a professor, lawyer, whatever. But each person is different. So I tend to play that person more than the role. So if I played a cop before, I have played that person. So once upon a time, Rakesh Maria is different from a Ismail Qadri, who is different from a Mansoor Dalal in Farzi. So I tend to play people, so automatically it becomes different.
And you're a natural and we love you for that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Avinash, my question's for you. You've been on a roll, especially in crime drama series, but in this show it really seems like you're going to hit the ball out of the park because you want to know how was your experience playing Dara Qadri. Also tell us a bit about your character.
Well, thank you so much for this. Good afternoon, everyone. I was present here. Thank you for being here. I think when script came to me, when Shutat sir sat down with me and started sharing about what this show is all about, honestly, as an actor, I was shitting bricks. I didn't know if I had the capability to pull this off. But the fact was, what really excited me was the fact that this guy came from hunger and took those ladders to finally come to a position of power. That I think was something which really excited. The whole journey of how they traverse and he becomes what he becomes. Yes, he is a gangster. He has his own consequences for the actions that he takes. But the internal story, the story of the family, the relationships, those were the things that really made me feel that this is going to be an immersive experience. And I'm just glad I'm a part of it. I got a chance to play this guy who's apparently Bambai ka Naya Badshah. He's pretty cool, right?
Mumbai ka Naya Badshah, Avinash. So thank you and wishing you the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now, the gangster story has some very powerful female characters, and we would like to know, you're from the women of Bambai Meri Jaan, and starting with Kritika, good to see you. Now, check. You want to
Yeah.
Yeah. Likewise, now Bambai Meri Jaan has such strong male characters. How was it to be a part of it? And as we just saw in the trailer, this is completely different, a completely badass avatar, if I must say, that you have. We are seeing of you, so we want to know more about that.
Absolutely. The show Bambai Meri Jaan is about, focuses on these strong male characters, but believe me, the women in the show are also very strong and powerful. And like you said, I mean, a badass character is very delicious. Ask any actor, it's the most fun to play. And this is the first time I'm playing something, a character that's doing these badass things. And that's what made it most exciting for me actually, because I'm the good girl always. So thank you, Shraj sir, for seeing the bad in me and, thinking of me and making me a part of this epic saga.
We look forward to that new avatar of yours and wishing you the best.
Me too.
Thank you so much. Niyata ma'am, the question's for you. You play Sakina, the mother, the pillar of the house. trying to keep everyone together. A little more about your character, if you could please tell us.
Yes, hello, namaste everyone. First of all, I'd like to say, Sakina, when she happened to me, I wasn't prepared for Sakina to happen to me. But when she did, I'm so glad that Sakina happened. And thank you, Shuja, for having faith in me as Sakina. Sakina, can I say something? When the script came to me, I think I briefly had mentioned to Shujat, but my take when the script came to me, I thought it's a love story. Backdrop में सब कुछ चल रहा है, गुंडागर्दी, मार पिटाई, everything, but primarily it's a love story. It is. So Sakina is the one who, जिसके लिए family बहुत important है, her love for her husband, her love for her son. The whole thing is for her family, her house, everything is what Sakina's world is all about. What's happening outside is just maybe a byproduct of what's happening in the house for her, Sakina. So for me, I just looked at it as it's a beautiful love story, and the backdrop is the world of crime.
Now मैं रेजिस्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ पर हो नहीं रहा है ये सवाल पूछना बनता है कि how is it working with your husband KK sir yet again
पहले तो मैं ये बोल दूँ कि me becoming Sakina, I don't know if I could have been a better or a worse Sakina based on who my screen husband is going to be. But yes, having said that, having KK as my co-actor has of course been bonus. And we have worked long time back like earlier, but to work together after after like really long time, it's been great. And to have someone who is so invested in the story, not only in his character but the larger picture, it's always a bonus. And of course, since KK was there, I was trying to impress him a bit. So I think I must have done a job somewhere where this Shujata and KK team is happy. Yeah, it was great.
But it definitely adds a bonus to Bambai Meri Jaan and we're looking forward to the couple back again on screen. So
I would want to add this. It was not just her trying to impress KK sir. Every actor on the set was trying to impress KK sir. But KK sir was trying to impress.
अच्छा शो के बारे में बात करें
coming back to Bambai Meri Jaan, we've learned a lot about the Kadri family. Amira, my questions for you. काफी कुछ जान लिया Kadri family के बारे में. Now we hear you play a very pivotal role in Dara's life. Tell us a little more.
So my character's name is Pali, and I think she's sort of grown up with the entire family in her own way, and she has a very special connection with Dara. And I think through that connection, you see a very different side of Dara. And I think she brings a very sweet innocence to that relationship, and I just think it's very beautiful how it pans out in the end. So yeah, it's a sweet little connection.
I'm waiting for some beans to be spilled somewhere. Can't wait. 10 days to go. I'll have to wait.
He learned a lot. I taught him a lot. Don't worry.
But all the best. Congratulations. Next question for both Shujat and Renzel. You just spoke to the amazing cast. Now, how did you bring this talented ensemble cast together, and what was the casting process like?
Well, yeah, the very interesting anecdotes to everyone's casting. Avinash suffered a lot because before I locked onto him, there was an 8-month period while I was flirting with other actors. But there's something that I saw in his screen test that he did, which always remained with me, and I just could not shut that off. And I thought he would be the perfect guy because there were many auditions and there were lots of actors that, of course, we auditioned for the part. There was something that was special. I could never put my finger on it, but I knew that he would be the guy. And of course, with Renzel, discussions with Renzel in terms of the character and the development, and when we sat through that, really worked out fantastic. Interesting one about KK as well is that I had initially approached him for another character for the show, and he read the script and he said, "I want to come and meet you," and I said, "Of course." Another interesting thing that KK and I have been trying to work for the last 20 odd years, but it has never gone through. And I was really, really desperate to work with him on this one. And he met me and he said, "What about Ismail's character? Have you cast it for him?" I said, "No, not yet." So he's like, "I would be really kind of keen," and I thought that was fantastic of him, because the character has multiple shades. It's not a very black and white narrative that Renzel and the writers have put together. It plays in the grey areas. What is really interesting is that we have stripped people of the labels of relationship and treated them as individuals. So it is a man versus man, not necessarily a father versus father. So the power dynamics really kind of change. It so happens to be about providing. The one who provides becomes, the alpha of the family, and how those dynamics change between two men, and the repercussions that the family as well as the city on a macro level has to suffer. So that is what it's about. Pali was fantastic because we wanted to cast a
You made me audition 3 times.
Yes.
3 times.
Yes, we did. And Nivedita is wonderful. She's a great theatre actor, and we thought, and I saw her audition, and I knew that she would be, because there was a very specific kind of language that everyone needed to speak to transport into the authenticity of the world in terms of the community as well. Kritika was the last one to come on board, and this was post the first wave of COVID. And I must say, I've really been fortunate and blessed to have the entire cast, not just the ones who are sitting on stage, also the ones who are sitting in the audience and who are not here. I think each one of them, my writers Hussain and Abbas Dalal, who worked on the body language workshops, how they would walk, how they would sit, also in terms of the language. So there was a really tight brief given to everyone that you are the hero of your story. So let's not try and outdo each other, although yes, I'm sure the actors would want to impress KK. But each one has done a magnificent job. Once you all watch the series, you'll understand the dynamics.
Thank you.